Have you ever found yourself staring at your phone, waiting for a message that you know you shouldn't be waiting for? Or maybe you've replayed conversations in your head, trying to find a different meaning in words that have already hurt you. It's a confusing place to be. One part of you, your mind, is like a strict but caring parent. It lists down all the reasons why this person isn't good for you. It remembers the tears, the broken promises, and the sleepless nights. It tells you very logically that you deserve better and that it's time to close this chapter for good. It's the voice of reason, waving a big red flag. But then, there's another part of you, your heart. Oh, the heart is a completely different story. It's like a stubborn child who only remembers the good times. It replays the first date, the sound of their laughter, and the feeling of their hand in yours. It whispers, but what if they change? Or maybe this time will be different. The heart doesn't care about logic or red flags, it only cares about the feelings, the connection, and the comfort of what is familiar. This is the classic chaotic battle between what you know is right and what you feel is real. It's a tug of war happening right inside you, and you're the rope being pulled in two opposite directions. This internal conflict can be so exhausting. You feel like you're living two separate lives. In one, you're strong and moving on. You block their number, you clean out your closet, and you tell your friends that you're finally done. You make plans for your future, a future that doesn't include them. But in the other life, the secret one that happens late at night, you unblock their number just to see their profile picture. You look at old photos and let yourself drown in the memories. This push and pull is what makes breakups so incredibly difficult and messy. It's not just about missing a person, it's about battling yourself. So what do you do when your mind is screaming, leave, but your heart is whispering, stay? This is the core of so many love stories and heartbreaks. It's a situation that almost everyone has gone through at some point. You feel torn, you feel weak, and you feel completely lost. Understanding this internal fight is the very first step. It's okay to feel this way. It doesn't mean you're weak, it just means you're human. The important question isn't why it's happening, but what you will choose to do next, knowing that both your heart and mind are trying to protect you in their own, very different ways. So why do we often listen to our hearts, even when our minds are practically shouting warnings at us? The heart is all about emotion and connection. It doesn't use spreadsheets or pro and con lists. It remembers the feeling of being loved, the inside jokes, and the comfort of having someone who just gets you. These feelings are powerful and create a strong bond. When that person is gone, your heart feels a real sense of loss, like a piece of it is missing. It craves the familiar comfort and the emotional high that came with the relationship. Even if that relationship also brought a lot of pain and lows. Think of it like eating your favorite junk food. Your mind knows that it's not healthy. It knows that you'll probably feel sluggish or regret it later. But your heart, or in this case your cravings, just remembers how good it tastes. It focuses on the immediate pleasure and satisfaction. Choosing with your heart in a relationship is similar. You might ignore the red flags, the lies, the jealousy, the lack of respect, because you're so focused on the sweet moments in between. The heart has a tendency to romanticize the past, conveniently forgetting all the bad parts and magnifying the good ones. This is why people sometimes go back to an ex who has hurt them. The heart remembers the love and forgets the pain. It hopes that this time things will magically be better. It convinces you that the good times are the real part of the relationship, and the bad times were just a fluke. This is a very common trap. Your heart isn't trying to hurt you on purpose, it's just trying to get back to a place where it felt happy and secure. It's searching for that feeling of completeness, and it thinks the only place to find it is with that person from your past. The problem is, feelings are not always facts. Just because you feel a strong connection to someone doesn't automatically mean they are the right person for you. Your heart can be a bit of a drama queen, driven by nostalgia and a fear of being alone. It doesn't think about the long-term consequences. It just wants to stop the immediate pain of loneliness. Understanding this allows you to see your feelings for what they are. Powerful, yes, but not always the most reliable guide for making life-changing decisions about your well-being. When you let your heart lead you back to a painful past over and over again, you get stuck. Imagine your life as a movie. Instead of moving forward to the next scene, you keep rewinding and replaying the same sad part. You're stuck on a loop, hoping for a different ending that will never come. This is what happens when you can't let go of an ex or a betrayal. You put your own life on pause, waiting for someone else to change, to apologize, or to come back. While you are waiting, the world keeps moving and you are being left behind. Staying stuck in the past doesn't just make you sad, it can actually damage your future. Every day you spend thinking about what went wrong is a day you're not spending on building something new and better for yourself. You might start turning down invitations from friends because you don't have the energy to socialize. You might lose focus at work or in school because your mind is constantly occupied with what-ifs. You start to believe that your story is defined by this one person, this one heartbreak. Your world becomes smaller and smaller until it only revolves around them and their memory. This cycle can also hurt your self-esteem. When you repeatedly go back to someone who doesn't treat you right, you are sending a message to yourself. The message is, I don't deserve better. You start to believe that this is the only kind of love you can get. Betrayal especially can make you question your own judgment. You think, how could I have been so stupid, or what's wrong with me? This self-blame is toxic. It makes it even harder to leave because you start to feel like you are the problem, not the unhealthy situation you are in. The longer you stay in this loop, the harder it is to break free. It becomes a habit. Your brain gets used to the cycle of hope and disappointment. It's a painful comfort zone. Escaping it feels scary because the future is unknown, while the past, even a painful one, is familiar. But you have to realize that by staying stuck, you are choosing a guaranteed path of unhappiness. You are giving someone from your past the power to control your present and ruin your future. Breaking the loop is not just about moving on from them, it's about taking back control of your own life story. So, Paano ba to? How do you finally choose your mind when your heart is still aching? The first step is bravery. It takes immense courage to walk away from something that feels so familiar, even if it's painful. Being brave doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you are scared, but you're doing it anyway. You are choosing the uncertainty of a better future over the certainty of a painful present. You have to be brave enough to tell yourself, I deserve more than this confusion and pain. This is not about being angry or hateful, it's about choosing you. Let's make it simple. Start with small, practical steps. This isn't about forgetting them overnight, it's about slowly creating distance. This is where the famous no-contact rule comes in. Block them on social media, delete their number, and put away the things that remind you of them. This is not to be mean, it is to give your heart a chance to heal without constant reminders. Fill that newfound time with other things. Reconnect with friends you haven't seen in a while. Pick up a new hobby, or revisit an old one. The goal is to build a life that is so full and happy that there's less space for sadness and longing. It's also crucial to allow yourself to feel all the emotions. Be sad, be angry, cry if you need to, write it all down in a journal. Talk to a trusted friend or family member. Suppressing your feelings will only make them come back stronger later. Acknowledging your pain is part of the process. Think of it like a physical wound. You have to clean it and let it air out for it to heal properly. It might sting at first, but it's a necessary step. Don't rush the healing process, but also don't let yourself wallow in the sadness forever. Feel it, process it, and then let it go. Ultimately, moving on is the greatest act of self-love. It's you telling yourself that your peace and happiness are more important than any relationship. It's about becoming the main character in your own life again, not a supporting role in someone else's chaotic story. The future is a blank page, and you hold the pen. You can write a new chapter, one filled with self-respect, joy, and eventually, a healthy love that doesn't require you to sacrifice your mind for your heart. It will be hard, but you are strong enough. Start today. Start now. Choose yourself.